out of every single stage in Super Mario 64, I was dreading one particular one the most after coming back to my upcoming Blindfolded 120-star project. You might think it might be a difficult stage like Lethal Lava Land or Dia Dia Docks, but in reality, I was extremely afraid of optimizing Cool Cool Mountain. The obvious reason is, of course, as always, the slide in combination with 100 coins. Slides in Blindfolded SM64 are just absolutely horrible, and getting coins while surviving somehow is just brutal. But there is more. Very similar to a slide is the outside slippery road that leads all the way down the mountain. And there are a total of 20 coins that we need to grab for 100 coins, as the total coin count is extremely tight in this route. With that being said, after weeks of community effort and routing, I am proud to finally show you the results of all the hard work that went into optimizing Cool Cool Mountain with a new Stage RTA world record. And as always, feel free to subscribe if you want to see the progress with the other stages in Blindfolded 120-star as well. So, we are looking at the current standing world record of the CCM Stage RTA, which means beating the entire stage with all 7 stars. And very interesting, right at the start, we are actually not starting with the 100 coin star, but with the Big Penguin. The reason for that is that the Big Penguin has a very particular and very infamous skip called the Penguin Skip that you can see right here. By doing a frame-perfect long jump, we can delay the text box of the penguin all the way down to the slide, and then basically only do the last section of the slide without worrying about getting lost anywhere and falling down and stuff. And this is currently the only known way how to beat the penguin while blindfolded. And yeah, 100 coin stars usually are the first star that you want to do in the run, but in this particular case, the Big Penguin Skip is just so inconsistent that we need to do it in the beginning, because it just causes so many resets over and over again. And if you would do the 100 coin star, get a perfect run, and then fail the Big Penguin Skip, the Stage RTA would of course be yeah, done. So here it was very, very clean. It's not only hard, but also inconsistent, the slide part. It's not only the frame perfect skip that you do, but also the slide part is incredibly difficult. But yeah, with that being said, we are now at the 100 coins. We first gonna go straight to the slide, the definitely scariest part of the whole star, probably of the whole stage. We're gonna get this blue coin here, pause buffer on a specific frame, pause buffer again, and then basically just fly all the way down to the slide here. Normalize in the middle of this coin row here, and then there's an interesting strat. I do ground pounds until I hear that there's no more coins. Jump once to the left and hold it down. This setup perfectly should let me survive until this coin here. I missed it, but that's usually fine. So I have a beat count. I know approximately how long I need to hold down here until I get, again, a couple of ground pounds in, because there's actually one tile here where you can see me right now at, where you can stand on. It's not a slope anymore. So I jump to the left and until I hear the coin. And from there, I basically make a setup that already sets up this whole last part to reach the bridge and stuff, because, yeah, this is usually the tricky part, to not die here at the very end. And we also grab all these coins, of course. The problematic part about the slide is we did survive. We have 52 coins, which is actually a really good count. We did survive, but you could probably see that I missed lots of coins on the way. And we just cannot get reliably more coins without sacrificing a lot of consistency. So it is kind of literally random how many coins you have after exiting the slide. And the coin count in this stage is extremely tight. We have 2 coins or something to spare. So you can see me here going for this spin drift, and already 1 coin there is going away. Did not get good RNG there. But now comes the infamous outside slippery slope slide, and this is a strat that we have developed together with the community. It was a 4-hour stream where we figured out this beat count here to get all these 20 coins in one go. And you can see me here perfectly getting all the coins. This took so much work. It looks so flawless now, but I can guarantee you figuring out a strat for this for these 20 coins is so incredibly hard. So I'm extremely proud that we managed to do that. Here another spin drift. Again, kind of RNG. We're getting hit here to normalize the distance to the enemy and then perfectly ground pound on top, but still 1 coin unfortunately goes away. So we are -2 coins right now. But we did have quite a lot of coins, as I said, from the slide. We have lots of backups at the end of the star to get more coins, but you know, preferably you would want to spawn it as fast as possible. So from here on, it's the classic red coin route that you also see in 70-star speedruns. We're just gonna grab this red here by counting footsteps, then jumping left until we reach it, and then from here have a perfect setup into the red coin, while long jumping into the wall here, bonking. That also perfectly sets us up to the warp. And yeah, the rest is basically the same as red coins. We're gonna jump down here, dive into the red, roll out, and then long jump into the last red. One quick note here, I did fail this. You are supposed to land on the bridge, of course. But I did fail this, unfortunately. So, future time save, I guess. As always, as I also said with the other Stage RTA videos, I will 100% come back to the Stage RTA eventually. Because I want to now, first of all, do like the first round of optimizations and runs. And then when I actually am ready with all the stages, I will need to practice for 120 star anyways again. So that's when we're going to grind for the really, really good world record. So here, what you can see me do is I'm trying to assess my position. I could hear there that I reached a different footstep because snow and bridges make different footsteps, so I can hear what's going on. So I'm trying to figure out now where I am, how the camera looks like and stuff, and then from there I will slowly back it up. But we definitely lost a huge chunk of time here. So you can hear me now. I know that I'm on the bridge, and then I have like an ancient backup with like this crouch slide, and then bonking, and then we are back at the warp and can basically retry. But yeah, we lost around a minute, I would say, for this particular star. We're just gonna do exactly the same strat here again and hopefully land this time on the bridge. It's a bit inconsistent because you have like only a couple of frames for this long jump. And then instead of grabbing the star here, that did only not spawn because we are on a practice ROM, by the way. This is unfortunately one of these weird cases. But we are just grabbing the blue coins, and as you can see, we are perfectly at 100. If we are even a single coin short on the slide, this would have not spawned the star, and we would need to do like a whole different route again to back it up. And then we could probably not grab the red coin star. So here, the red coin star is supposed to be, so we just did it. It's like there's a bit of an issue with the practice ROM. After you exit the slide, the red coins respawn, and since we grabbed the first red before entering the slide, I cannot really practice it fully with the star grab and everything. I would need to go onto the vanilla ROM, but we just like, you know, I do this for my own practice, so we don't really care. We just keep going. Then the standard slide here, house life moment right there. Just hold up all the way. It's a very, very easy star. Just long jump into it with the normalized camera here. The slide star is actually, I think, one of the easiest stars in the game. If you are a beginner and want to go into like blindfolded speedrunning, I highly recommend to check out the slide star in CCM. I think it's a great star to start out. Then we have 3 more stars left. First of all, the small penguin. The small penguin in CCM has also a long history of being notorious for... it made me basically quit the no LBLJ route in 16 star. But yeah, the problem with the small penguin is that you land somewhere here in this pond and you have to use the audio cue of the water to determine where you are. So you can see me here go for an instant star grab. That is a very, very, I would say, rare occurrence, but that should be the norm. Unfortunately, yeah, it's unfortunately pretty hard. Then we go for the head star, and that should be it. That should be all of CCM, actually. Wait, no, it's not, because I missplit it, I think, because we are still having the wall kick star, of course. Blindfolded splitting is always very difficult. The head star, super, super easy. by the infamous genius strat of Nobody, the Japanese blindfolded runner. All this slide here to win the race is just one input while holding up. And then we bonk into the snowman and talk to him, and we are done. Just need to grab the star. And then there's one more problem with doing the stage RTA in blindfolded, because for the walking star, I need the text box with my most recent strat. You can definitely do it also without, but my strat that I use, and also what I would do in the 120 star blindfolded run, is to do this star first when the text box here in the beginning still pops up, because that perfectly aligns here for this jump. And you could see me there just take off the blindfold and yeah, change the settings in the emulator, but there we go. That's the stage RTA of CCM with a final time that is not on screen right now because of the missplit. I think the final time confirmed was a 9:37. So, sub 10 minutes for the first time in the world, a world record by multiple minutes compared to the 2022 route. And that's actually pretty impressive in my opinion, because this stage is so short in general already. And to shave off so much time just from a better 100 coin star is like amazing, even with that 1 minute mistake if you think about it. So yeah, huge shoutouts to my patrons, Boris, Bob, Farrell, Benlitz, ZXMany, KingReubs, Sara, all the other ones as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you soon with more blindfolded stage RTAs. Bye bye.